Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Mitchell, and today I'm going to read to you The Perfect Present by Fiona Robertson. So check this out. It looks like it's somebody's birthday in this story today. My book's a little shiny, so you might see the reflection because we have a sunny day. But check it out. Here it says, "Happy birthday, Henry." This is our character, Henry. And can you see what's in the box peeking out? Can you take a guess what it is? Let's find out. Look at all these presents. Think about a time that you received a present. Was it your birthday? What was that special present you received? Chapter 1, the night before. Henry was too excited to sleep. You notice he's not in his bed. He was thinking about the enormous pile of birthday presents waiting for him downstairs and trying to guess what Spot was going to give him. So this is Henry and this is Spot, and here's Henry thinking about all of his gifts, and he's going to guess what Spot will get for him. He was guessing in alphabetical order and was currently on letter T. Is it a trip for two to Timbuktu? No. A totem pole? No. A trampoline? No. Spot had actually bought Henry a fishing rod. Whenever they passed the window of Mr. Angling's shop for anglers, Henry would push his nose up against the window and gaze longingly at it. If only it was mine, he would sigh. So here's the fishing rod. Spot couldn't wait to see Henry's face when he opened it. Here's what he's imagining will happen. I love it, thanks, Spot. It's the perfect gift. It was going to be the perfect present. Chapter 2, the surprise. Morning came and Spot and Henry raced downstairs. Henry ripped open all of his presents from his mom and dad, his sister Olivia, and his uncles, aunts, and cousins. Look at all these gifts. He got a skateboard, a helicopter, a robot, the even more enormous book of incredibly interesting things. Looks like he got a monster, a sweater, even some glasses with a mustache. He was just about to open Spot's present when the doorbell rang. Ding dong. Look at that present. Do you see any clues that would tell it's a fishing rod? Do you notice what's on the wrapping paper? And its size and shape? If you were Henry, would you know what it was? But the doorbell rang. Let's find out what happened. Henry's grandparents had arrived and they had brought a strange and wobbling box with them. They carefully placed it on the floor in front of Henry. There it is from the cover. What do you think it is? There was a loud and sudden woof! An outburst. A dog, yelled Henry, with a waggy tail and soft wet nose and warm furry tongue. He's perfect. Oh, look at Spot. He looks a little bit surprised. He ran straight to the garden to teach the dog some fantastic new tricks. There's Spot in the background. Do you think he's feeling left out? Spot followed them out into the garden. But you haven't opened my present yet, he said. Here's Henry. Incredible. He's teaching him to play an instrument. Let's see what else. He's doing magic tricks and he says, amazing. And then he's riding on a skateboard and Henry's giving him a 10. Perfect. But Henry wasn't listening. Oh, look at poor Spot. Henry even went to bed and he still hasn't opened Spot's gift. I wonder how that's making Spot feel. Spot was miserable. Henry's always wanted a dog, and now he has one, he thought. I might as well not be here. So he left him a note to say goodbye. Here's what his note says. From the desk of Spot. Dear Henry, I'm going back to my egg house. Goodbye, love, Spot. And quietly packed his things. Poor Spot. It was dark outside and had started to rain. He shut the door softly behind him and set off on a long journey back to his old house. It was still raining when Spot came to a river. His suitcase was too heavy to fly with, so he jumped in to swim across instead. But the rain had made the river too fast and too strong, and Spot was tumbled away downstream. He desperately grabbed at the branches of a tree as the river swept him past, then clambered unsteadily to the top. The rain carried on raining, and the river rose up to meet him. Spot was stuck and didn't know what to do. Oh no, look at the thunder crack. Chapter 3, The Rescue. Meanwhile, Ruff. Huh? Oh, Spot. Oh no. So it looks like the dog woke him up to show him the note that Spot had left. Spot had almost given up hope when he suddenly heard shouting in the distance, and his heart jumped. Henry had come to find him. But then he heard barking too, and his heart sank. The dog was with him. There was a flash of light, and the dog came slowly sniffing over the hill. Then, barking noisily, he rushed headlong toward Spot. Wait, shouted Henry, but it was too late. Woof! With a single bound, the dog jumped into the river and immediately sank like a stone. Spot knew he had to do something. He dove straight in after the dog and caught him by the collar just in time. But now they were both in trouble. Spot was too tired and the dog was too heavy, and they both began to sink. Then, from somewhere up above, there came a strange fwizz, plop, and Spot felt a sharp tug at his neck. What do you think it is? He looked up, and there was Henry holding his brand new fishing rod and smiling. Oh, Spot, said Henry, I was so worried about you. Why did you leave? Because I didn't think you needed me anymore, said Spot. I thought the dog was your perfect pet now. Spot, said Henry, I'll always need you, and you will always be my perfect pet, no matter what. But perhaps, he said, the dog can be our perfect pet. I would never have found him without you. I would never have found you without him. Spot looked curiously at the dog. I've never had a pet before, he said. You'll love it, Henry told him. Pets are excellent. So, asked Spot hopefully, do you like your birthday present, Spot? Do you like your birthday present? Spot, replied Henry. It's absolutely perfect. The end. So I have 2 challenges for you. My first challenge for this story is I want you to think of a time that you received a present that was perfect, something that you love more than any gift you'd ever received. And I want you to draw a picture of it and try to label it for me and show me what it is. My second challenge for you, if you go back to the page in the beginning, I thought this was a fun activity. When Henry was trying to guess what gift he had, he was guessing in alphabetical order, and he was on the letter T. And so he was guessing things that start with the letter T, like a trip for 2 to Timbuktu, a totem pole, a trampoline, I want you to choose a letter. If you can't think of what letter to choose, I want you to choose the letter that your name starts with. And then I want you to write a list of 4 or 5 neat things that you would want as a gift that start with that letter. So there's your challenge. I hope you enjoyed this story, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. Bye.